online video editing service. So it's like a cloud video editor where you upload your videos and then edit on the cloud, which is really cool for low-end PCs, by the way, because you don't have to do any of that work. It's called Runway ML. They put in a text prompt for AI-based video editing. Now, a lot of people got a little confused because since it is based on the text prompt, it's not AI-based video generation just yet. But it is the premise of you can just type out what you want it to do. Although it's saying generate here. I think it's probably going to be pulling out stock footage or otherwise utilizing AI generative stuff. So that part is pretty cool. But most of it's going to be like typing in like, hey, I want this to be more cinematic, which seems a little silly as a seasoned video editor. But as a newbie who like doesn't know their way around the UI yet, doesn't know the exact terms for a lot of the effects, this whole editing suite is dedicated to kind of accessibility and trying to make it super easy to understand for anybody. And so they already have a bunch of AI tools that I'll have a video on Analog Dreams about because they're really cool. But this new teaser for text-based kind of breaks down that barrier. Again, people like me I've been editing for almost like 20 years now. I don't really have a need to like plain text type out the edit that I want. I can more quickly do it by hand. But someone who's just opening up and just like, well, I want this to be vertical. I want to remove this thing. And they haven't used it yet. Like this is just a huge accessibility thing. And then the text to video idea that they're teasing is going to be really interesting. But I think at the first implementation of that specific part of it, which I think a lot of people were most excited for, is kind of a little ways off. But
AI influencers when?
Those already exist. Corridor Crew made one, and it's mostly just like YouTube poop, kind of like diving into the creepy pasta version of it.
I mean, the Corridor one is very impressive for how dumb it is. Like,
yeah,
like they're obviously trying to make it dumb on purpose,
right?
But like, you could do something with that.
Yeah, I mean, we already have so much innovation happening in the VR space for the VTubers and stuff like that. Especially, I keep waiting for the ability to super easily take an Unreal Engine metahuman into the VTuber space, and then you just have a photorealistic human. So there's already enough innovation happening there to control virtual characters on a stream or on a video or whatever. It's not going to be that far off to start connecting it to chatbots and voice synthesizers, because those already exist. Corridor was covering one of those as well, and those kinds of things. And that's where it gets really funky. I think the bottleneck to that kind of idea would be the combination of everything working in unison, because you have not only because it's got to figure out facial expressions based on what it's saying, it's got to read the chat and respond to the chat, it's got to present whatever it was actually doing in the first place. And so those are all entirely separate entities right now in the AI space, and there's no real easy way to interact with them in a way that would seem human, seem natural. But once we kind of get there, like, I could see it happening within a few years if someone set out to make that kind of thing. And again, obviously, the Corridor Crew already has something kind of there. It's just more for post-video.